Hello, everybody tuning into the live stream. We're back again. Day 11 of our 1500 ELO extravaganza. We have some fun things planned for tonight. Omelet's in the chat. Omelet, we are getting coached, I believe, at 10:30 p.m. tonight by our 2100 friend we made last night. I forgot I have to send him the link to the StreamYard, but that should be interesting. So everybody's got to stick around till at least then. Alex is here. Rich is here. Rich, we have something really fun tonight. We have someone who's really high rated at chess, who's gonna like coach us. Oh, you're getting ready for bed? You're not gonna stick around for the coaching? It's not starting for a while. See how long it lasts? The coaching is starting at 10:30. Hey, coaching's good. Legitimately great content. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, hopefully you guys will stick around and we'll all learn something together. It should be interesting. We'll see how we just met our mans last night, so we'll see how he is at coaching and if he can help our ability. Hey, Flame GGG. Welcome to the stream. Rich, why bed? You work in the morning? Yep. Rich is a hard worker and he works early. These streams are quite late for a lot of the people that live where I live at in New York, East Coast area. All right, I'm thinking Long Castle, but maybe actually maybe I don't have to. All right, I have to focus in tonight. We have to gain some ELO here. We have to gain some ELO tonight. Ooh, that knight is coming in, isn't it? That knight is on its way. I think we have to go here and then move our knight. Our knight's going to be a real Ugga. I told you I'd be here. I told you I would be here. Let's go. What's your ELO right now? So the ELO right now is 1263. When we started these streams, I was like up to 1350-ish. I think my highest ever was 1374. Chessing and streaming is a difficult task. So it hasn't been going great for us as of late, but we are up for the challenge. Is that good? I'm not good with chess. So Flame, ELO goes from essentially 0 to infinity, but most people, like, I would say, fall in the range of like 600, 700, 800 to like 1500. And then if you're above like 1500, I'd say you're like pretty good at chess. And then if you're above 2000, you're really, really good at chess. If you're above 2500, you're like a freak of nature good at chess. So where I'm at, I'd say I'm at like the middle intermediate level, and I'm at like kind of the bottom level of that, probably. There's a lot of room for... Oh, you know Magnus? Who doesn't know Magnus? The living legend. All right, how can we improve? I'm not quite sure. He's bringing so much heat. So much heat on that pawn. See the stash he's rocking? Oh my gosh. Whatever Magnus does, it's trending. So if he's rocking, one of those weird, raggedy little scraggly mustaches, then it's in. That's it. That's how it goes. That's what everybody has to wear now. By the way, everybody, we got 35 folks in the stream. Be sure to drop a like on the live if you haven't yet. Or if you're waiting to see if I win this game or not, I'll have to come out with the dub and finish it out for us all. So hold your like, everybody. All 39 of you. Wait until we win, and then we will see if we if you guys like then. Take the pawn on the left, I would say. It's gotta be good to undouble the pawns here, right? Maybe we just go here. What's up, Glitched? Glitched Gamer in the chat. He's putting up scripture references. Maldo, you want me to resign? By the way, Alex, I don't know if you've seen the Panda Kid in the streams, but I'm still getting comments from him after the streams are posted, which I think is so funny. I'm also gonna... Alex, are you a mod? You deserve to be a mod if you're not one yet. I'm gonna make some more mods tonight for the people that are tuning in. Okay, did not see this move coming. Not gonna lie, did not see that move coming. I think this is the only option. I could move the king to h7. Would that be doing anything dangerous? Maybe that's better than the knight, because the knight blocks the rook then. I'm gonna do this. Alex, congratulations. Welcome to the Fosterify team, friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are now a moderator on the fastest growing chess streaming channel that begins with an F on YouTube. Can you believe that? I just spilled on me. I think that was the universe telling me I was capping. Oh yeah. You deserve it. I appreciate you being here from basically day one, if not day one. And coming back day after day. Your blitz rating is 3250? What the heck? The great. Maybe you should be my coach tonight. At 10:30 p.m., guys, which is around 50 minutes, we're getting a coaching session. I actually have to figure out how I can invite somebody to StreamYard. All right, we're hanging in this game. Everything's still protected. How can we make progress here? I think it's time to get our... no, then that would fork it. Well, no, it's not actually hanging really, right? Because I could just take... We go like this first. Hey, Caden's in the chat with the Maximum Aura. I want to keep everything locked, nice and tidy. Next move, we're getting our knight in the mix. Divyan's back. What's up, Divyan? Here we go, guys. We're gonna pull off this game. Do we just start pushing our F-pawn? Is that the way? Nice and tidy-o, spaghetti-o. Guys, if we win this game, I have to get double-digit likes in the stream by the end of it. That's the only rule we have for the streams. Do we double up our rooks here? Hey, I see Matt's back. Do you watch Chess Vibes? I think they may be even more instructive than Gotham. I have not seen Chess Vibes. I gotta check them out. Matt, we're getting somebody. The person I played yesterday, if you guys remember. Actually, I'm forgetting his name. I gotta look him up and see his name. But I'm getting coached tonight at 10:30 p.m. by someone who's ranked over 2,100 or over 2,000. Big man Tinging. He's got a 2046 rapid rating. We're getting coached tonight. So stick around. It's gonna be great for all of us. Hopefully, we'll learn a thing or two. I'm excited to see just like what a coaching session is. Like how is he gonna go about it? We're in a bit of a mangled mess here now. I think my idea here is pulling the king back, pushing the g-pawn, and then taking with the knight maybe. Taking with the knight that's on h8 because it's basically useless. I could also put pressure on his knight, but then he's probably going to take en passant. I guess that's still the outcome I'm looking for. Maybe I don't even have to move the king then. That's probably better because I do it with a bit of tempo then. Kieran's here. What's up, Kieran? Welcome to the Foster Fried Chess streams. I have to get up at 5:30 a.m., so I may not be able to watch it live. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can always watch the run back recap. Oh my gosh, why are you even awake now? 5:30 a.m.? That's 7.5 hours. I feel like it's just about the bedtime. Geez, that's an early wake-up call. This is a sticky situation. He's going to try and put pressure on my queen. I think we have to trade knights and then move the queen over. I guess he can just block with rook g2, and then we're going to have to bring the queen away, which is not what I wanted. Omelet, you want to be a mod too? We'll make one mod per stream for the next we'll add like 2, 3, 4 maybe over the next week, but we'll keep it at one per stream. So keep tuning back in. Okay. My queen is in a really bad spot right now. I don't know where it should go though. Maybe now it's time to trade queens? If he wants to. Yeah, I think it's time to trade queens and then take with the knight. Our pawn is getting dangerous, no? It's a bit advanced. All right. I do not want to let his knight anywhere in here. Do I have to go here? I'm still protecting the pawn with 2 pieces, so I think this is the move. I think I want to do this. Gorov Singh is in the chat. What's up, Gorov? I don't care about that pawn. Oh my gosh, I have no time. Okay. We have to push the P. Push the juicer. I wasn't even watching the clock. I have 56 seconds. I don't care about the pawns. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna run out of time. I do not know what to do. I do not know what to do. Oh my god, I just hung that pawn completely. All right, we just have to move. Are we getting checkmated? It's the only move. I'm not sacking that rook. I don't know what to do. 13 seconds. Oh my god, I just have to move pieces. Oh. I did not think he was going to do that. I just wanted to move. Shoot. I'm just pre-moving, so hopefully I won't somehow lose on time. I don't know why he would do that. Come on, take a while. Ah, no, move! Damn. Valiant, that was a difficult spot. Guys, I swear to God, chess.com matches you up with like people who are better than their rating when they want to. They're like, your ego's getting a little too high. We're gonna match you up with some difficult opponents here. I got too low on time too. I wasn't playing. It's not an excuse anymore. I gotta get used to playing like that. It was a sticky situation for sure. A lot of tension. I was really losing. The en passant move was not great, opening it all up. This would have been deadly here, I feel like, right? But he did not do it. 1300 is the trenches, dude. Everyone's dangerous. What's up, Semi? Welcome to the stream. It's the little maneuvers of like all of these endgame tactics I'm just not good at. And then obviously just blundered low on time. Got really bad from there. All right. You live and learn. We go again. I'm changing up my opening a little bit with white. I thought it was good chances when you traded queens. Yeah, I know it didn't really wasn't as effective as I thought it should have been. I exclusively go for the Danish with white for the lulls. Just for the lulls of it. People really cannot handle it at all. They think they are up because they have 2 extra pawns, but my whole army is pointed at the king. Uh-oh. King safety is dangerous. Perpetual check. Jindosh said no. Did I do something wrong, Jindosh? Have we befuddled ourselves already? I feel like it's about to go down, chat. I feel like it's about to go down. I may have picked the wrong pawn now that one's hanging, but... Or my rook is hanging? Well... Yeah, we got to get rid of that bishop. It's nasty. Steven will run circles. Oh no, Caden, I reject that notion. I don't want any part of Magnus. I could play Magnus, and he could have all pawns, and I think he'd beat me. And I'm really not even joking. Yeah, Alex, right? Definitely. Flame said probably. I think you guys are right. I would feel honored to lose to Magnus with all pawns. I think I just want to trade the bishop. Dark squares are ours now. No more dark squared bishop. We'll go for that pawn, stack up the rooks. The center is all locked up. His light squared bishop stinks. His knight stinks. We can do this. Alex said, Omelet, I feel like you're secretly OP at chess. So Jindosh, I know you've been putting up some like moves in the chat. I try not to really pay attention, even though I do see moves from time to time. I try not to really take any advice during the game. I know it's hard when you see stuff. You can still comment it, but just if you're wondering like why I'm not doing what you're saying or like really paying attention to it, that's kind of the reason. Cool. I'm happy you're having a good time. Welcome. All right, our pawn. We have to move the rook, but the pawn is going to hang, isn't it? That's a problem. Can it get dangerous for him if I just push the rooks forward? Yeah, I was trying to look for danger levels. I don't see anything. I was thinking about just trading queens, but then it's just trading queens and the rook is still hanging. I'm thinking about going c6. Problem is he takes that pawn and then he has tempo on my queen, so I'm like kind of double. Maybe I just push, hope for the best. People aren't that great. Now that knight is so annoying. think I had to go there. He's gonna give me a check and win my knight. Oh no, it's protected by the rooks. I think we're in a bad spot, but I don't think it's lost. I mean, his knight is hanging now. Hmm. I guess that's good. I mean, we're winning a knight if he takes. Let me stop this. I mean, we could take here. Is he queening them now? I feel like we kind of just have to take that pawn and sack the knight. Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. I'm too nervous. I hate it. I can't have that be there. Oh wait, no, he could take with the king. Screw that. All right. We're pushing pawns. How can we break through this? Got a sack knight. Hey, Lightning's here. What's up, Lightning? Welcome back. You got this. You got to utilize the knight attack. I'm reading the comments that were in the past. Oh, shoot. That is not what we wanted. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see if somehow, some way we can not lose. That's not going to do it. Can we get stalemated? Damn. I'm ready for my coaching lesson. Has my coach been in the stream yet? Let me see if he messaged me. I probably have time for one more game tonight until we do our coach thing. 2-minute warning? What do we have a 2-minute warning for? What's up, Rupee Salzburg? King was stuck. My vote for next mod is 100% the homie Flame. Thanks, Caden. Let me send our friend Big Time Gaming the link. All right, I just messaged him. What's his name? I will look out for him. It's something else in the chat. I forget what it was in the chat, but his name that I see on chess.com is Big Man Pinging. All right, maybe we should go back to our old reliable. What was his name in the chat? I forget. Somebody say it before? Well, this game's off to a decent start. Here we go. Do we take the free pawn, or is that a waste of time? We already have a free pawn. I just want to be safe. All right, well, now he's threatening it, so we have to take. Yes, Jindosh, this game is it. Let's go. This game is it. We're just going to trade now. We've made our moves. We have +2. Time to just trade everything. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, win the game. No messing around. Great moves are so easy to get at 500. I took a free pawn in the opening and got one. Move the king, protect the pawn, protect the pawn. Ah, our pawn is hanging now too. I think I'd rather protect this one. Okay. How do we get this knight out of the way? So I should just look to trade, right? Does not want to trade. I sent that when you were down to 2 minutes. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you on the clock. Thanks for looking out for me. Queen C1. This has got to be the right move. Now we protect both of those pawns. We can bring that bishop back to b3. All the pawns are forever protected. Right? Actually, we could lock in that rook too. This has to be the right move, right? He wants to get the knight out, eh? If I go like... Should I take back? I want to go like this. I got the bishop from what's that meme? The bishop from nowhere? The bishop from outer space? It's holding down the fort here. Come on, chess gods, give me one game. Here we go. You gotta believe. That bishop was sniping. There you go. Now, how do we finish this game? That bishop is a menace there. I don't even know if we take the a7 pawn or if we just try to trade these rooks, and then after we do that, we can activate our queen after, I think. Yeah, because I don't want to let his knight out, so I feel like I have to go like this. Has your teacher texted you back yet? Wait a second. If I open chess.com on my phone, I can play the game on my phone? I didn't know this. I opened it up and it took me right into the game. Here we go. Ah, Chess Guy joined. And the Gorilla Gambit's in the chat. Okay, so after this game, Chess Guy will be in the stream. I don't see any other option but to trade. Unless I make him take and start pushing my own pawn. Raheem, I couldn't do that because the rook was still protected by the queen, so I can go like this now, though. That he didn't take with the queen and he took with the knight. Chess Guy, I see you in the stream. I see you in StreamYard, but it's saying device not connected. I thought he was going to take with the queen, which would have been super annoying because then I would have had to trade and I would have had to like win by pushing pawns, but I think it's... I guess he could still trade, but can he? I'm going to win the knight too, then. No? Oh, he can check. Where can we move so he can't check? I guess any light square will do. Everybody's saying, you have mate, you have mate. You guys got to go crazy in the chat for every win. They're hard to come by these days. He's stalling. He knows what he's in for. Actually, you know what? I thought I could go anywhere with my queen, but I mean my king. But if I had gone, no, there still is no checks actually. Never mind. Almost said everyone go crazy. Flame GGG. Why? Why what? Why is he stalling? Some people are sore losers. It's okay though. What's done is done, chat. There's no turning back now. He's getting sneaky with it. He wants me to take with the bishop so then I can hang a check. Oh my god. This guy's getting annoying. Just lose. Maybe there was no mate. What the heck is happening? I thought we had mate. We may still have to win it with the pawns. Chess guy. Hello? I think you should be able to speak now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing.
I can hear you. As can the chat.
Oh, hello, chat.
Welcome.
Well,
We're about to get...
play.
Yeah. This guy's being pesky. Very pesky.
So I'll just see how you do here, and I'll try and give you advice on, depending obviously, how it goes.
Okay. I'm going to check. Honestly, I feel like are people watching, like, it's hard to finish people off in chess these days. Like, I feel like I've had check for an hour. I mean, I've had, like, it feels like I've had mate for an hour. This guy just won't go down.
I feel you, bro.
I'm just going to start pushing the pawn. Maybe I'll even go like this now. So what's the plan for our lesson? Are we gonna like play a game and you're gonna chat me through it, or what's the idea here?
My thought process would be we can play a game if you would like, and I can go through mistakes and stuff, but I was just gonna go through basic general principles that I think are useful for your level, rather than like specific targeted stuff. Because I don't know you. I haven't watched any of your games. I've only watched the 2 we played. So I was gonna basically explain some general principles that are really good to use.
I'm now down on the clock.
You got this, man. Okay.
I don't know what to do. I've been trying to. Oh no. I've been trying to check him for like 30 moves with just the. Oh, that was bad.
Calm down. It's okay. You're still fine.
Hmm. I just gotta try to trade queens, I think, and then push the pawn. Oh my gosh. I thought I had this guy like 10 times.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Okay. Close.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
Good try.
That's so annoying.
Immediately I can go through what went wrong there.
Okay.
Should
Should we just walk back through it?
Yeah. We can just go straight to the... I mean, would you prefer to do endgames or...
Yeah, let's start from like I want to start from where like I just felt like I had checkmate and then I just couldn't finish it.
Okay, so
Maybe
there
like
was
somewhere
no
like
checkmate.
right around here.
There was no checkmate, just based on basically where the pieces were placed. So if you look here, he can always move his king, and his king has this little hidey square on h6 that you're never really gonna penetrate. And his queen placed on a3 or anywhere on that diagonal stops your queen getting to f8 check. So your ideas of checkmate don't really work unless you can get to f8. So in this position, your king's relatively safe. So you just want to get your pawns and push them and not allow checks, basically. The bishop isn't badly placed, but you see how it's sort of hemmed in by its own pawns? Which isn't a terrible thing, don't get me wrong. I'm not... Again, you're up. Those pawns are just very powerful, and you're up a bishop. And his pawns are sort of stuck behind your one pawn. So as long as he doesn't have any way to get his queen towards your king, you should be safe. I mean, is there any chance I can get you in a classroom on chess.com? Because then I can draw arrows and be a little bit more useful.
I don't know how to do that, but if we can, that'd be cool.
Give me 2 seconds.
The thing that scared me here was him moving his queen to f3 the whole time. I feel like that was what was locking me into like checks and stuff.
The only issue is the screen's very small on my... it's very small screen, so I'm just trying to... I can see it, but I'm just going to try and make a... I'm going to try and make a classroom so I can invite you to this. I just need to figure out how to do this. Because I have not done this previously.
Maybe I should have moved my king up.
Can I stream to you on Discord? Is that another option? So that you can see my screen separately.
I can have my Discord up on my phone.
Yes.
I think this was the error in this game, at least, pushing this pawn here. Why does it always get stuck instead of moving the king up here? I think that would have been better.
In a position like this, king moves are kind of unnecessary, because the only time you really want to move your king is if you're being checked. So if you look here, it's not a mistake to move your king, of course. Like, your king's, you're completely winning no matter what you do, really, as long as you don't allow the queen to get close to your king. But in this position, something like maybe c4, just say, okay, I'm gonna get my pawns rolling, like, immediately.
So I moved the wrong pawn, maybe. Like,
it's not even that you moved the wrong pawn. It's what happens when you move that pawn. So e5 is a perfectly reasonable move, but now you've got to understand that the idea is to play like something along the lines of queen f2, and when he checks you, you get to g1. This is reasonable to do, by the way. I don't mind this move, because your idea was queen h3 check, bishop g2 blocks, right? That was your idea. I saw that, and that's reasonable.
Yeah.
And this is completely fine. So now your bishop is actually defending your king completely perfectly fine. So now you just push, which is completely fine. And then now the threat is to play queen c1 check. But I believe you can just play queen c7.
Yeah.
And when the king moves, you just sort of push your pawn and you say, okay. But this is completely fine. You're so winning here, the engine will just say, okay, you can do whatever you want here. And queen blocks is fine. And now he's stuck.
I guess I did kind of lose on time, so...
You did, of course, yeah.
Maybe I would have won that game if I had better time management.
Yeah, I believe you could have won that game. I believe. 100%. I want to show you. I kind of want to show you positions, like specific positions. So, is there any? If you add me back on Discord, I did add you.
Let me see.
And it's either Easy Claps or Chess Guy. It's one of the two.
I think I added you back.
Okay. And
I could probably pull up the Discord and put it on the stream too, if that would be better, so everybody can see it.
That's perfectly fine by me. Because I'm just going to call you on Discord.
Let me try to log into Discord right now.
And since we're talking through the stream, you can mute your mic and I'll mute my mic too.
Okay. I open up the stream.
Yeah, that's a huge echo. Okay, just
all right.
Screen.
All right, we're back. We're back in the stream. You guys should have audio again.
Oh, can you not open Discord and the stream at the same time?
No, I have Discord open. I just... Oh, wait, do I need to be in that call to see what you're sharing?
Yes.
All right. I'll just mute the call that I enter, I guess. right?
Yes, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep it muted. We can like the call is the audio is only if we're stuck in Discord, so it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It is late.
All right. What time is it for you right now?
20 to 3 in the morning.
Oh my god. Guys, we need some W's for our friends for tutoring us at 3 a.m. Staying up late. All right, so what do I have to do? I have to jump back in your call?
Yeah.
Like this?
So just click join call and then just mute your mic. And I guess ask
I
if
muted my Discord.
you can. Everyone in chat can still hear everything perfectly fine. Yeah.
Hello. I think it's good.
Okay, so I've streamed my screen, and now it should share a screen.
All right, wait. It's
Of a
tiny though.
chessboard.
Let me see if I can make it any bigger. Wait, why is it so small?
That may be the issue because you're using your phone.
No, I'm on the desktop on Discord now. I think it's getting better. I do have an echo now though. Why do I have an echo?
You do? Did I mute my mic? Yeah, I've muted my mic.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I have an echo for some reason.
You have an echo? Did you? Oh, mute my stream. Maybe.
Then I don't think they can hear you. Wait, is Matter T saying you could hear us when we were chatting in the Discord with the stream muted? Oh wait, maybe could it be this? Is this? No, this has no audio. Hello. Is there an echo for you guys who are watching?
See, I'm all
Can you-
clear. I don't hear an echo.
I think mine is good now too. I just muted the whole like web page I have open, so it got better. I'm trying to see what's the best way, the biggest way I could get this screen. Nope.
So, if you click on my stream and click full screen, it should be in the bottom right hand corner of the actual stream window. The very bottom right hand corner. Or can you not even see it?
Here we go.
Yeah, okay, so that's pop out. It's even further right to that. Yep. Does that help? Or can you no longer see it on the stream?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me just check on YouTube and see how it looks. I don't even know.
I do apologize.
Oh yeah, they can't even.
Technical difficulties here.
No, yeah, it's all good. I'm wondering maybe if I just like zoom in.
Okay.
I mean, that's not half bad.
We might be cooking now.
I think that's the best we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. So there is a slight delay from what I'm seeing on the screen, but it's not anything too crazy. So I'm gonna set up a position really quick. Oh shit. I mean, oh flip. Sorry. Okay.
I do try not to curse, especially on my other YouTube channel. I never curse. It's really tough when you're playing chess.
I apologize.
No, you're good. You're all good. You're all good.
So there's two concepts I kind of wanted to explain. One that I kind of made up, and the second that kind of links with the first, but it links in a little bit more of a generalized way. Have you ever heard of reduction in unemployment?
No.
Okay, so what that means is, I mean, in this position is a perfect example. The starting position, the literal like first position you get in every chess game. The idea of reduction in employment is figuring out which is your most useless piece and making it useful, giving it a job. Okay, so obviously you can do standard things like just developing your pieces, like just bringing pieces to the fight, giving your diagonals open, making sure your bishops have open diagonals, and castling to get your rooks involved. But I'm going to quickly make a position that's a little bit less. So there's also another thing called the relative value. And have you ever heard of relative value?
I think I have. And is that like, depending if you have like a bad knight or bad bishop or whatever, like, the pieces have the values, but like during the game, they're not exactly what they're like. A knight isn't always a 3-point knight or whatever.
Exactly. So the best way that you can do relative values mixed with reduction in employment is by recognizing which piece is the least valuable piece. So this is quite a standard position. I mean, this is probably one of the most common positions you'll ever get. I don't play these moves, but if in this position it's white's move, what piece would you say is like kind of useless and you would want to move?
Probably dark squared bishop.
Yes. So this bishop, I mean, you could argue these pieces are quite badly placed right now, but you can't really put these anywhere better because they're in these pieces are in the way. So which square would you want your bishop on? And there are a couple of different ideas, and this links in with the other concept, a third concept called just plans, which you will have obviously heard of that. But when you start thinking of plans, you want to be thinking of where do I want my pieces so that I can follow the plan that I want to set. So in your head, which move would you play in this position?
I see two possible moves that I would look to make. I would either go e3 or pin the knight.
Okay, so you'd go g4, or g5, sorry, or e3. Perfectly reasonable moves. There is also bishop e2, or d2, sorry. But I prefer one of these moves. Now, with the move bishop g4, completely reasonable move. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Pinning it. And with the move bishop e3, the only thing you have to be aware of is this would link into another plan, because if they take, you are opening this up with your bishop looking at the square. You're now targeting this square kind of through the pieces, but you're also setting up this move in the future. And now, because of this move, oh, sorry, I'm getting a Discord. I'm getting a call right now. I need to just not answer that. Okay, all right, back to it. So with this move, after bishop takes, you now need to basically set your entire game plan based around this pawn break of d4 and the fact that your rook is now open. So like in this position, in a sort of position like this, after, I don't know, white plays bishop g4, let's say, you now need to be focusing on allowing this mate to work, basically. Because you've got this pawn structure, you are forced to eventually play this move. Because otherwise this pawn just becomes, well, dead, really. The only thing this pawn does do well is reduce the mobility of the knight. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to set up a position really quick that's going to be quite simple. Clear board. We'll say kings, standard squares, pawns. Well, yeah, let's just say bishop. Oh. This is going to be a very simple position. There's not going to be anything crazy to it. But in this position, oh, actually, wait, let me just put some pawns on this side of the board so that it's not completely lost for black. Okay, so let me push this pawn one square and say, if you were to somehow get into a position like this, what would you say are the strengths for white and the weaknesses for white?
I would say strengths for white is you own the D file, the open D file right now. I see a move with the knight to put pressure on the queen, so. But then I guess if they move their rook, they're targeting your queen as well. I think white's pieces like see the board better, like the queen is targeting and the bishop are targeting the king, versus blacks are kind of going away, like the bishop at least going away from the king.
Okay, so it is a relatively equal position, in all honesty. If the move you were thinking of is this, I mean, in this specific position, this would just lose the knight, because you would just take it, and then the bishop is hanging. Oh, actually, maybe it's not. Wait, takes.
What if you take the bishop first?
Yeah, you would actually. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, never mind. I'm just brain dead. So the weaknesses I'm looking at specifically is the fact that black has 3 pawns here that are on the same color square as the bishop. So let's say we were to trade off. Let's just say something was to happen where both of these rooks get traded somehow, both of these queens get traded, and we get into an endgame that looks like this, right? Once some pieces move, these pawns are long-term weaknesses for this bishop. I don't think in this specific position it would happen, like exactly the way I'm saying it. But this bishop will target these pawns long-term, whereas this bishop can never see these pawns. I think I've chosen probably the worst position to explain this concept. But if it was white to move as an example, you put pressure on this pawn, and let's say black just pushes it. What move would you play here?
Bishop b8.
Yeah. So bishop b8 just wins. Pretty much immediately wins the game. Because now, when they try and save the pawn, and now you're just winning. Now, I'm not saying you're going to win the game, because chess is hard, but these now are basically locked in place. They can push one square forward, but then they would also be going onto dark squares, and then targets for the bishop again. Just out of curiosity, was there anything specific you wanted to learn? Because I might do better if I actually give you something specific.
Well, my whole goal of this channel is to try and hit 1500 elo, so I don't know really I'm not trying to get to like 2,000 overnight, so I don't know. Maybe just simple tips you would say would help me as like an intermediate player, like what I should be looking for, or like the best opening that you like, or something like that.
Okay, well, simple opening. What type of opening do you play as white currently?
I usually go e4 and then knight f3.
Okay, thank God you don't play d4. But e4, okay, and then you're saying after like something like e5, you would play knight f3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would recommend if they play knight c6, you go for what's called the Scotch, because
That's what I was playing. Yeah, that's what I got to my highest elo with.
You do play the Scotch. Okay, good. I do like the Scotch because this opens up the center immediately, and it basically just allows a very open game. And in this position, I'd give probably maybe like 70% of people, especially people who don't know the Scotch, will take this knight and immediately give white an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because the second you take this knight, see it's saying plus 0.68 or plus 7 basically. This is an immediate mistake that black will play. I mean, even at 2000 level, people play this virtually every time. And then your simple development plans are just knight c3, bishop here, or here, depending on what they do. Like if they bring the knight out, you'd play bishop g4. If they bring this pawn up, you'd play bishop f4. You want to get your bishop to c4. You want to castle either long or short. You get a good option. You can do either. As black, now I don't play this anymore. I prefer not to play this anymore. But I recommend the Caro. Because the Caro-Kann basically allows you to... There are many variations. If they do the exchange, you would just bring your knights out. Develop your bishop. Just get your pieces to better squares. And you'd get a position. Now, the only issue with the Caro-Kann is you do become very weak. Oh, not very weak, sorry, very solid. And your position becomes very, like, died down, if that makes any sense at all. Like, you don't really have many attacking chances if they know what they're doing. Now, there are a lot of tricks. Like, I can show you a couple of tricks. Like, as an example, in a position like this, the most common move is actually a mistake. So if they play c3, this is actually a mistake. Slightly. It's not, obviously, it's not winning for black or anything like that, but if you look at this position, they have plus 0.4, and in this position it's gone down.
Mm-hmm.
You would take, and then again the most common move is to push this pawn, which is a mistake, a huge mistake actually, because now you will take. If they take with the queen, it's an even bigger mistake because you would just win the pawn. And if they take with the pawn, I mean, I'm sure I don't need to tell you why this is bad.
Double pawns, baby.
Well, double pawns, this pawn doesn't have any prospects. Yes, this could be scary with the rook and the open file, but it's not. It's really not scary at all. So I would recommend the Caro-Kann as black, and I would recommend the Scotch as white, unless, I mean, I got to around about 1600 without knowing any openings. And then when I did learn openings, I hit 2k by just learning like the basic parts of 2 openings. So personally, I don't think openings are a big part of like getting to 1500 personally.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like just doing puzzles and general concepts will get you to 1500, because openings become very relevant when you get to like 2100, 20,000, they become extremely relevant. Because as an example, knowing like 15 lines of theory, if I play this, let's say this, oh sorry, not this, this and this, the second they take, you're no longer really in theory. Like, so if they play anything that isn't what you know, what you've spent ages learning, you're gonna end up thinking, "Oh God, why did I learn it?" Because you know you're no longer learn. You know what I mean? What you've learned doesn't really matter. It's like in this position, you do have an advantage, but you're no longer playing like because they play this. You guaranteed you play a specific move. You know what I mean? Well, in this case, it is theory to play this, but. So go on. Go ahead.
Let's go here, and then this. So this is a position I get into a lot, and then, how would they attack the queen, and then where should the queen go? That's something that I always, maybe if they push the D pawn and then C pawn or bishop or something.
Okay, so this is the move they can play. This is a mistake, because you go queen e3. And what's black got? Black's got a pawn that's misplaced. This pawn really has no prospects of going anywhere because after this, let's say they bring, I don't know, what can they even do really? They bring the knight out. You're gonna bring your bishop out. You're basically saying they're wanting to push this. It's saying bishop to c4 is an inaccuracy because the immediate move is this. You meant to play this, but and I believe it's this, if I remember it correctly. Oh no, queen f3. Queen f3 is a blunder. Okay, so it is queen e4 then. Yeah. Sorry, it's because I've learned theory and it's like mind-bogglingly hard to remember tons and tons of lines of theory, because basically everything black plays, there's a different response you have to play as white.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they played this, there's a different, it is queen f3 I believe if they played this. Yeah. And if you
I guess the whole idea of getting the queen on the right side of the board, like developing the bishop and then targeting f7 at some point.
Yes.
Is that the idea?
Well, the main idea of this is, where does black really go? Like bishop e2, that bishop... Okay, this is actually a perfect example. Which bishop is better?
Our bishop.
Yeah.
Squared bishop.
Because our bishop sees the king. The king can only castle this way. If it castles this way, it's suicide. This bishop sees it sees its own pawn, which is just a brick wall. It does have the positive of defending this pawn, so I can't just grab it. But this bishop sees its own knight. If this knight ever moves, we've just established that it's a mistake. So castling, like say we castle and they castle, I believe this is just, yeah, +1. It's just +1.
That was actually going to be one of my next questions, was like, I feel like in some of the sequences you were just going through, you weren't castling, and I always look to castle basically as soon as I can, and I'm wondering if maybe that slows me down a little bit.
So I would still recommend you castle whenever you can. Like, even if you don't play, like, just getting your pieces out and castling is always what I would recommend. The only thing is, specifically, if you don't have to do something, then why not just bring another piece out? Like, knight c3 is better than castling here, because what it's saying is I can play bishop e2 or d2 and I can castle long instead. And in this position, black's still fighting its own battle of survival. It's still trying to get its pieces out. Like, you see how bishop d6 or d6 is the best move, but in my opinion d6 doesn't look great.
Yeah, you block your bishop in forever too, right?
Yeah, this bishop's dead. This bishop is useless. these pieces control this square very, very nicely. This bishop is kind of weak too, which is another thing you've got to remember. This bishop's quite weak. But also, at the same time, while black is doing all this, instead of just immediately castling, you're basically... if you castle one way, they can go, okay, phew, he's castled. You know what I mean? Like, they can say, okay, he's castled. I know where his king's going to be for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I can now attack on whichever side. I know where to attack now. Whereas in this position, you're able to castle both sides. And if they start to like attack in some way, like in this position, if they played like this, I'm not saying castling will be a good move, but you can always say, okay, this attack looks scary. I'm going to get my king the other side. Or exactly the opposite. Again, I know it's going to be a bad move. Both are going to be bad moves. But if they start to attack on this side and it starts to look scary, castling long might be their option. But if you go immediately to the castling, they have your king as a target.
Say we're in this position and you move the knight to d5 and they trade knights. Okay. How would you decide whether you're taking with the bishop or the pawn? I feel like you should take with the bishop because then it's like still looking and it's not blocked by the pawn, but I'm wondering if that's correct or...
So if they do this, you would take with the bishop, I believe, because it's just the bishop has better scope here. Mm-hmm. But you need to recognize, actually, this is another concept, is the threat is most of the time more dangerous than the execution of the threat. So in this position, knight d5 is always going to be a square for my knight. I want my knight on this square forever, right? Mm-hmm. This knight is awful. This knight's going nowhere. It has nowhere to move. Like, it can't go to d5. It can't take this pawn. It can't really go here. Because if it goes here, I'm just going to move my queen. And then why did you move here? If I go d5 immediately, this allows his knight to trade for my good knight. So his bad knight gets traded for my good knight. And when I go here, he can now trade off his good bishop. Oh, sorry, his bad bishop for my good bishop. And you might think, why can't I just take this pawn? This is what's called a poison pawn. Because now after this, his rook becomes amazing. Mm-hmm. And now his rook is unbelievably active. And we don't want rooks on the second. We don't want his rook on the second anyway. But now if, like, say we trade everything, now I'd argue that black looks better. Yeah, black's better. Because your only advantage was the knight. Like, even if we don't lose this pawn, your only real advantage in this position, if we go back, was the control of this square and the fact your pieces are better than his pieces. However, if we do this, I believe black will be better in this position. Okay, it's equal. But you see how he just gone from a winning position, or well, not winning, but better position, to an equal position, all because we basically gave him the option to trade off all of our good pieces for all of his bad pieces. Shit. Sorry. Sorry, bro. I'm not trying.
No, you're all good. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. I do get what you're saying, though. Like, we were controlling the center in the position before everything's traded, and then it's basically everything's gone. So, yeah, it makes sense. The advantage is gone at that point. You're opening up his rook there.
He's now got prospects of playing d5 himself to break this pawn. If we castle long, which is probably the best move in this position, we do still have a lot of attack. It's not dead. Like, it isn't. It's still plus. It's still plus. But why give him the option when in the future we can play this move? So right now we castle. I don't know, what does he do? He has to now decide what he does. So say bishop here. Like, now we can trade. I feel like trading's fine. We can go back to b3. We can go back to d3. But you see how we're the ones choosing what we do. Rather than in this position, we're basically being forced to do what he wants. Because if we allow, like, if we just castled right now and allow him to take, this bishop still looks quite weak. But you see how now it gets the long diagonal. This rook's coming to the center. It's saying rook e8 is best because it wants this with tempo. Because now we basically forced, we have to move the queen, I believe. Yeah, we have to move the queen. But now this move, and again, it's completely fine for white. It's not like we're losing. But if you're not careful, pawns start to get taken. I mean, again, I think this is a poison pawn as well for the same reason, because we get this, but his bishop now sees a lot more. His rook now sees a lot more. This bishop's kind of dead. I mean, it's not dead, but are we really going to waste a move getting this bishop from here when we just played bishop c? We just played bishop from c1 to d2 just to play like something like this. I think rook e8 or rook e1 would be the best move, but okay, it's not. It's probably c5 for no. Okay, it's probably this then. No. I'm a great coach, man.
Bro, you're doing pretty good so far. It beats me. I have no idea. But it does make it a lot clearer looking at this game and then like how it develops when you trade it all versus where you're saying keeping the options open, being in the driver's seat versus riding the bus.
So there's actually another concept called to take as a mistake. So I believe in this position, taking the bishop is a mistake. Because we don't want to take his pieces. We want him to take our pieces and make our pieces better. So if we take his bishop, his rook becomes more active, his pawn becomes way stronger because it can go to d5. His knight actually now serves a role because it's supporting this pawn push idea. His bishops actually somehow become a bit more lively because after d5, his bishop also gets more squares and probably can go here and here. Whereas if we to say, I don't think this is going to be a great move, but let's say, okay, it's best move, yeah. If we do this, this pawn is not good. And we're in the same position, but we've kept our queen out, and he's traded off his bishop to activate our queen and make our bishop better. Because our bishop is no longer trapped by the queen. So in this position, it's a lot better than this position because our bishop is still blocked. His rook is now active, and basically everything. If we wanted to get our queen to there, say, it would take 2 full moves. Whereas in this position, it kind of really only took us 1 because he had to use 3 moves or 2 moves to get here in the first place.
So from what I'm gathering, it seems like, you know, the concept of like the relative value is huge, and then kind of understanding how to make the relative value higher of pieces, like what you're saying in that queen trade or taking with the queen you just showed, you open up your bishop. So you're making your bishop from like where it has less value to more.
Exactly.
You know, just by understanding the way the pieces want to move throughout the game.
Exactly. Because this bishop wants... I mean, in this position, black would love nothing more than to trade off my good pieces. Like, if he could trade this bishop for this bishop, this knight for this knight, and this bishop for this bishop, it's completely equal. And black wants that right now. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying +1 is like winning for white or that white's going to win this
Not
game.
for me.
Yeah, not for me, mate. Not for me. Like, I could lose this position against anyone. Like, it's... I'm not saying this position is, like, completely crushing for white. But I don't want to give away the advantage by doing something silly. So, why play this move when I can play this move later and pretty much any time I want? And also... if say I castle and this happens, now I don't want to play this move. So if I'd have played this move originally, I mean, there's even possible chances of this, which I don't think this is great. Oh yeah, it's the best move. So, and now if we take, so this is a perfect example of to take as a mistake. If we take, I mean, it's saying it's the best move, but it's because we got ourselves into this position. And now we would take, this bishop is now basically a god. This rook is a god. This pawn's going to push and become way better as well. Again, I know I keep basically reiterating the same things on this specific position with the fact the rook and the bishop. But the rook's doing nothing here. The bishop's going to do something, so I won't say that, but these two pieces are kind of useless right now, and this piece is useless. And by doing this, we get rid of the useless piece, and we make two of the pieces that were useless way better. What's another?
I have a question. Can we go back to that position where they're all like in the center, where we just kind of were for a while? I'm wondering if he pushes the knight to like g4 in that position, and then you have the bishop, the light squared bishop, looking at it. I feel like that's tough for me to see at this stage of where I'm at, like how there isn't any play from the knight. Like you're saying, like that wasn't a threat or whatever.
Let me just get back to the position. So what? So
like if he were to hop with the knight to like g4, and then he's got the bishop looking at it and he's targeting the queen, like that looks scary for me. But you were kind of not scared about it.
So there's something along these lines. So it would be queen e2 then, probably. Basically, by playing this, he's allowing us to connect the bishop. So now this move, we don't even have to acknowledge it, because if he takes, we'll just take back, and that queen looks very nice there. This move, if say he does something random, I don't know, h3, he will never, I don't think he'd do h6, but why did this knight even come here? His knight only came here, so he used a full move to attack the queen, forced my queen to a better square, because my queen was blocking this bishop in. So now my queen's on a nicer square than it was. And I'm just going to push it away. It's going to go back to the exact same square it came from. I mean, there is an argument for like this move. But we can always push this away as well. And if he comes back, we push him away again. And you see how the knight's moved. Well, I mean, same bishop b3 is an inaccuracy. I guess bishop d5 is better because he just sees more. And now it's like something like this, we'll never take it. Because if he takes us, we do get our knight to this nice square. And so f4, let's see, he comes back. Now we just push it away again. h3 is a miss. Is it because we just, he blundered a piece, right? He blundered a piece. But like, I'm just going to do it for the educational purposes. Why did this knight go all that way? Like, this knight, what's it saying is the best move? Oh, bishop takes, I guess, yeah. So it can come back and trade off. But this knight's just gone on this full journey.
Yeah, he's spent like 4 moves moving the knight over and over.
Exactly. And now we could even play something like c4. It's not the best move, but c4, because now if he takes, we improve a pawn, we clamp the center, we're threatening to play this, we can bring our rooks to the center, we can get this bishop on this nice diagonal where it's not blocking a pawn. So this is another thing, is let's say we were to somehow just get rid of some pieces. I don't know. Like, let's just pretend this is the position. I don't know. This is a terrible position, but or maybe it's not. But this bishop not blocking this pawn is 10 times better than this bishop blocking this pawn. Forget about that because it's just because of the position. But in this position, you might want in the future to play this move. But because the bishop is here, you can no longer play this. So having this pawn... Oh my god. Having this pawn here and then having this bishop here afterwards is much better than just putting the bishop on the square in front of the pawn as well. I mean, if they take... Oh yeah. I don't even know what black does. I mean, probably f5. No? Yeah, chess is hard for us all, man. It's a hard game. But it's probably...
Are you trying to like compete or anything?
I do. Unfortunately, I'm not very good.
You're pretty good. How old are you?
I'm 22.
So, what are your like aspirations?
So after today, I mean, I just generally, today something happened in my game over the board, and it ended up basically ruining all my drive to compete in chess, full stop.
No.
So don't get me wrong, I still love the game. I think it's one of the best games ever, and I also believe that I like to help people like learn and get better at the game. So my new goal really in chess is to just help other people improve at the game, realistically, because I'd much rather have other people get better. Because at the moment, I mean, like I said, today the game that I played, I was up a piece, which at my level means I should win the game against anyone, like pretty much anyone. And I was against somebody a lot weaker than me as well. I got distracted. I stopped trying because he was playing moves really fast. So I started playing moves at the same speed as him, and then I somehow lost the game in the most heartbreakingly annoying way I could have possibly lost the game. But I still wouldn't quit playing the game because the game is too good to ever quit playing, I believe.
Yeah, don't quit. You're just in the heat of battle right now. You gotta just sleep on it. But I like what you're saying, how you want to like teach people. Like in that sense, you can always like, provide value in what you've learned and dedicated your life or, so far of learning.
Well, I've only played chess for a year and a half.
What kind of jerk are you? You're 2000 something in a year and a half of chess?
Yeah, so
genius.
No chance. I know people who've played chess for a year and they're 2000 over the board, which is like 2500 online.
When you say you've played chess for a year and a half, like how often, how much are you playing chess?
Yeah, I'll say yes to that.
So all of it.
Pretty much every day for like...
I love that. So wait, why did you only start a year and a half ago?
I mean, so I played when I was a kid with my mom. By the way, I didn't know any of like I didn't know how to play chess. When I say I played chess, I mean like
moved a couple pieces.
I knew how the pieces moved. I didn't know what castling was. I didn't know what en passant was. So like I was a complete beginner, like to the point where pretty much anybody who does play chess could absolutely crush me without trying. But I played it. I really enjoyed playing chess with my mum quite a lot when I was a kid. But then all of a sudden my friends, when I turned a bit older, but I think when I hit 20, it was about 20 or like a little bit like before I turned 21, my friend said, "Hey, do you play chess?" And I thought, yes, of course I play chess. thinking I'm some big shot. And he said, "Oh, do you want to play chess?" And I then basically didn't realize that people thought it was cool to play chess. And then I started playing it, and I started learning, and then all my friends couldn't beat me. But then I just continued to learn, and I just never stopped. I just got obsessed.
That's great.
complete obsession, basically.
I mean, that's what it takes to be great at something like this. When I don't know how many chess players there are, but millions and millions, if not billions, of people are playing it. You got to be obsessed if you want to be anywhere near the top.
Yeah, I feel like you do. I feel like there's no other way.
Yeah. All right, so rapid fire recap of what we've learned tonight.
Mhm.
Lightning has been commenting some of the stuff. I think it's cool that some of the people who are watching and have stuck around can get some value out of this too. Can you? I think I'm forgetting the terms you mentioned, but like one of them was the one in the beginning, was it something like relative value or no, it was like longer. I think it was 3 words.
Oh, reduction in unemployment.
Reduction in unemployment.
Yes. So what this means,
And that's
basically-
keeping the option open of like moving to a square.
Okay, so I'll explain this one a bit more because I think this one's more important than any of the others, really. Because this one is: have you ever been in a position where you don't know what to play next?
Always.
Exactly. So reduction in employment. Let's say we get into a position. I don't know. We'll just mirror each other. We'll just play complete mirrored moves. So there's literally nothing different here. We get into this position. Reduction in employment means recognize what your weakest piece is and which piece is not doing a job, and make that piece do a job. So in this position, which piece would you say isn't doing a job? So actually, instead of that, I want you to tell me what each of White's pieces' jobs are. So tell me what each of White pieces are doing. Don't include pawns in this, by the way. Pawns don't count.
All right. Well, the light squared. Well, okay, I'll just go top to bottom. So the dark squared bishop is pinning the knight against the queen. So the knight's stuck until the queen moves.
Mm-hmm.
Light squared bishop has eyes on the king, and I think protecting a center square in d5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our knight is pinned, so I guess that's a pretty. Would you call that a weak piece? Then I would think so, but it's like unmovable at the moment. So maybe you'd want to address that situation.
I would call it, yeah.
The other knight also looks kind of weak to me, but I guess it's defending the pawn in the center, and the bishop.
Okay. Yep.
I think in this move, maybe you'd want to move the H pawn to get rid of the pin on the knight, possibly.
Okay, so this is a very reasonable move. I don't think there'll be no problem with this move. Yeah, it's actually the best move because you're basically saying the bishop wants to go. Like, it's basically asking a question. It's saying, do you want to take and allow me to get this knight here? Or do you want to move back and keep the pin?
Now this is actually a good thing to look at here when the bishop is retreating, because I always think in my mind like, oh, you want to keep the king safe, you shouldn't push that pawn, and I'm wondering if you should or not in this position to the bishop. So the bishop has somewhere to escape to, so I feel like pushing the pawn is kind of a waste.
In this position, it's a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, it's excellent. Wow, wait. What?
How could it be though?
Excellent.
It's above my pay grade.
Oh,
if it's excellent. I'm never playing it.
Okay, no, I don't like that move. Okay, so regardless of what the engine says, I hate this move. The way you should always think about it is, if my king is here, why would I weaken it?
Mm-hmm.
If my king is over here, why not? I'm attacking the king. I'm pushing pawns to get to the king. It's completely reasonable. The fact the engine says this is reasonable, I completely disagree with.
Doesn't the advantage go down?
Yes. So the engine actually, the evaluation is worse, and also from a practical standpoint, because there's two different things, right? There's a theoretical standpoint and a practical standpoint. The theoretical would be what the engine says. So, in theory, are you winning? And then a practical standpoint is, you're a human. Are you going to see
Yeah.
that? Like,
Yeah.
are you actually going to see whether you, like, are you really going to see it? Because the answer is 90% of the time, no. Like,
Yeah.
are you going to see, like, say this might have like a 30-40 move follow-up to get a 0.2 advantage. As a human, do you know? Are you going to see that 30-40 move follow-up? Like, what would you play in this position?
I would probably maybe push the dark squared bishop with my B pawn.
Say that again, sorry. This or this?
I'd probably go B4, yeah.
B4. Okay, so you've immediately lost all advantage.
Mm.
And that's not me saying like, oh, look at you, you're bad. That's just me saying, okay, yes, G4 was reasonable. But
I don't understand the concept of why G4 is, yeah. Like
the second you play a move that isn't the right move, you have no advantage. Basically. And it's not, again, I don't mind B4. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't mind it.
Why don't you like it?
I don't like B4 because you're just pushing a pawn for the sake of pushing a pawn. The bishop's just going to go back. It's still on this really nice diagonal, and if you try and do this, I mean, he's not going to go back immediately, but you're wasting a lot of time just to get the bishop back here. Like, I don't know. He's going to get moves. He might even push D5. It just seems like you're weakening this pawn. It's not a terrible move. And again, it's one of them moves where if you know what you're doing, you can start a really strong attack over here. But if you do this attack in the wrong order, it can become really dicey.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this move is a very accuracy-dependent move. Whereas H3 is a great move. I was looking at something slightly different. So I'm going to explain what I was looking at. You recognize this knight is slightly weak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's pinned to the queen. In my opinion, these two rooks are kind of weak because they're doing nothing at the moment. So the way I would get out of this is by playing queen c2. Okay, it's an inaccuracy, which is fair enough, right? But the reason, it's a general concept that is useful in a hell of a lot of positions. Queen c2 is what we call connecting the rooks. So now the rooks see each other. And the rooks seeing each other is very good. It's saying queen c2 is an inaccuracy. I don't believe it is, personally.
My question is, why wouldn't you go B3? I guess that's a poison pawn. Same thing as we talked about before, like that you're not really threatening anything with that pawn B7.
Queen B3 is actually a blunder. Oh, because you trapped your bishop. It did feel weird. So the thing about Queen B3, I didn't know why. It didn't feel right, but I didn't know why immediately. You trap your bishop, so your bishop's just gone forever. But you always want to keep this escape square for your bishop, or at least in most positions, you want to keep at least one escape square. But the reason I like queen c2 is because you're unpinning the knight, so now the knight sees this square, and it protects this square. You're connecting your rooks, so your rooks can now move freely, and you're setting up moves like this with the defense on this pawn. So let's say queen c2, queen c2. Now you have like d5 or d4, sorry, and you see how immediately you have the advantage. Black just mirrored you the entire game, and now if they take, this bishop has to go back, and it's not easy to explain why this is like way better, but it just is. Because like I think this is a mistake, actually. Yeah, terrible mistake. Because you actually allow something along these lines. But having these 2 pawns in the center, black only has 1 pawn in the center. This becomes a terrible threat, like a terrifying threat later on in the game. And again, if white just trades, let's say, I guess h3 would be the move here as well. h3 is just a good move all the time. What else? Is it like rook e1 setting up this move? No. See, trying to find the best move in any given position like this is very difficult to do. But just developing your pieces in a way that, like, eventually after like something like this, getting your rooks to the center and getting your other rook to the center is 99% of the time going to be a good move. Don't get me wrong, it might not be the best move and you might not get like a completely winning position from it, but you want to get your rooks to the center, because only when every piece is doing a job you should start an attack.
Mm-hmm. That was actually what I was going to say, is like sometimes I feel like it's tough for me to know. I feel like sometimes I'm too anxious to begin the attack and like all the pieces aren't playing along yet, and then it's kind of uncoordinated, or the speed of it, I feel like sometimes I start too soon.
Yeah, so that's a very common thing, and you just sort of get a feel for it. Personally, I do recommend attacking, but I don't recommend massively starting an attack until you have every piece, because what do you need to attack? You need pieces. So how do you attack like anything if you don't have all your pieces involved? It does get very specific, of course. Like it's not just as simple as like certain positions. Like as an example, I'll show you. You'll probably know this, so just feel free to scream when you say like, "Oh, I've been got by this 100 times." This position, you don't need all your pieces to attack. You just need to. Do you know what this is?
You're gonna win either the rook or the queen.
Oh, no. No. But
is it mate?
Do you know this position?
No.
Is that a no? Okay, so
I don't think so.
Play this from now on. Okay, this is your new opening. D5, best move, right? What do you play as black?
As black?
Mm-hmm.
Well, your knight's hanging.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you gotta play the you gotta take with the f6 knight, maybe?
Okay, so you're taking this?
Yeah, I think so.
90% of people do this. And it's a terrible blunder.
The queen's coming out, huh? Yeah, oh, yeah. You just completely lost from the beginning. Wait, this is Scholar's Mate kind of, but it's like a little setup. I feel like, wait, what? How did you set that up with white?
It's also this. Checkmate.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
Which is another move that does get played. I've had this a few times. Not at 2000 level, but you do get it every so often. Now this is refuted because they can play this. Then this is the best move. And this is how you refute it. And you put and black plays from this, but even this doesn't look good for black. It is good for black, but it doesn't look good for black. It's plus, yeah, it's only plus 0.2, so like it's minuscule, and in fact it's actually very dicey for white. But 90% of people will take this pawn. I'm talking like virtually everyone. And then you play this, which is a brilliant move. The engine will confer. Brilliant move. Takes queen f3 check. Now the best move, in my opinion, is this. I guess in the engine's opinion too. But this is a complete blunder. This is a complete mistake. Because you can even take with the queen. I don't think taking with the queen's the right move. Yeah, you meant to take with the bishop. But because you're threatening to take this, and you're threatening mate, so the queen has to like do something like this, and you can take this. And now if they take, you're just gonna take. They're gonna take, and then look at this.
Terrific.
You're up a pawn, and look at their pawns. You're basically up 3 pawns. That's what it feels like here. In fact, yeah, plus 2.5. You're up 3 pawns. Like in advantage at least.
Mhm.
This is called the fried liver.
Fried liver. Now, how does it? It looks so convincing for white. How would black get like a big advantage if you messed it up? Like, what could go wrong?
Oh no, there is no. If they allowed knight here, then it's nah. There's no.
It's over.
Black. It's not over, but it's. This is how white stops. This is how black stops it. And this is what.
I mean, but it still looks gross. Like the whole center is like open.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's if they allow it, that's the best they can do. Now, the way black usually responds is instead of playing knight here, a lot of people will play h6. H6 isn't a good move, but it's hard to say why. Like, it's hard to understand why. H6 is just a waste of a move. A better move would be like bishop here, and this is called the Traxler. Where, like, now, if you play something like this, and then they play this, and now if you play this is a complete mistake because they can just castle. And now you don't. I mean, do you understand why this is a bad move?
You just wouldn't be winning anything. You'd be well. I guess it'd be kind of equal trade-off, 6 for 6.
So it's absolutely not an equal trade. If you take this, and this, 2 pieces is worth more than a rook. So a rook is worth less than 2 pieces. Which is why if you can somehow get rid of a rook for 2 pieces, you should be happy every time virtually. You see how it's minus 1.3 or 9.3?
Yeah.
It's basically minus 2. In this position, it's minus 0.5 because white basically it starts to go back. Not immediately, but like they can start some. They can try to develop some pieces and castle, but they will go back when you kick them away. But like they'll only. The reason that this is a mistake is because it's like, why are you moving back when you've not been forced to? You'd rather just stay there just in case you play something like this, and then bang, you win. But yeah, you just now white's knight is forever a target. I mean, after like, I don't know, pawn here, castles, the white knight is basically going nowhere. This white knight's just there forever, and now h3 they're gonna go back. Bishop here, and they've used up. If you look at their development, who's really playing white here? Because white has got 2 knights out. You've got a bishop, 2 knights, a rook's open, your queen's here. They can't bring their bishop here because you'll take it. Like, who is actually playing white?
I love the positions when I get that, even though it's like the double pawns, when I get that rook open and the double pawns in the middle blocking the knight development in the center. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you're saying, you're kind of in control.
You definitely are. You've always got this come in. You're just in a very comfortable position. And again, I'm not saying you're completely winning. I actually think you are better, like a lot better. This is just not updated, but who is okay, it's absolutely black is better here. Because you have 3 pieces out. They have hindered development, so they'd have to play like bishop d2. Or something like bishop e3. Oh well, maybe not. Maybe what did they even play here? I guess knight here. Yeah. The reason this is the best move is because if you can trade the knight for the bishop, it's good, and the bishop has no squares. I guess that's why it's equal. It's equal because they're going to trade off the knight for the bishop.
Even to open up the rook.
So opening up the rook doesn't really matter in this position. It definitely is what you want to do. Like if you go here, you don't want to just let them take, and you don't want to take this way either. But opening up the rook isn't really a target. Like it's not really looking at anything. If anything becomes scary, they can just play a3. A3 in this position is a slight, like if you look, it's a slight inaccuracy, like 0.04. It's fucking, so it's literally no different to if they just don't play it, because they can just bring the bishop out, and it's completely fine. I'll just bring the bishop out somewhere else. Yeah, I guess bringing the bishop out here is bad because it looks at a brick wall, but so what I was gonna say is, do you want to do a puzzle rush? This is what I was
I
going to
think
say.
it's time for me to get off.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Maybe we can do this next time.
Okay. Probably time for me to go to sleep too.
Yeah. It's 4 a.m. for you now?
I have no idea. Yeah, it is, yeah. Listen, man, I'm an ARC player. I used to be. Sleep isn't a thing.
Well, I appreciate you taking, well, first of all, staying up super late, taking time to explain this. I hope we do this again. I think, like you were just saying, the puzzle rush, maybe we could do that together. Also, I think for me, the way I learn, I feel like the best is like maybe if we played a game and then as I was making moves, you were like explaining throughout the game like why they're wrong or what else to do or something like that, to that effect. I feel like that could really help me because I think I learned better from like actually making the moves and then hearing the immediate response, perhaps. But that was really cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely not a problem. I will probably find the time to make an actual sort of lesson plan-esque thing next time. I mean, at the moment, this time it was more just on a whim because I had a match, and again, I do a lot of things, so I basically run about one or two chess clubs every day of the week, so I do a lot of chess. So I don't really get time to do much else because I'm usually like obviously working. So that is the main issue with setting aside time to make a lesson plan for this one. But I should be able to set aside a bit of time to actually. I mean, I've got your chess.com account, I believe, anyway.
Yeah, and no pressure. Just if you're doing whatever, and since we're starting this, if I don't know what your plans are with chess, but if you're looking to give lessons to other people, just keep in the back of your mind like this. My channel can be a place for you to promote it or show off what you got, however you want to do it. So keep that in the back of your mind going forward.
Absolutely. What I will ask is if you want to not quickly, I mean, take your time with it, take as much time as you need, but go and cherry pick out of your games, or if you're going to play a few more games in the future, like soon, cherry pick a couple of games, maybe 3 or 4 games that are like not ones where you just absolutely battered your opponent. Specifically, don't pick those games, but pick games where you like sort of think that there is, where you tried your best, you think you played well, or even where you think you played badly, and you want to learn from those games, if that makes sense. So go and then send me the PGNs through Discord, or just have the PGNs ready. And all you need to do that is you can look it up on Google. It's not hard to get the PGNs, but because then we can go through those specific games rather than me searching.
That'll be
through.
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, try not to just pick games where you battered your opponent because you're not going to learn much from them. And also, maybe don't pick games where you just blundered a piece and the game was over.
Mhm.
Pick
Yeah, I'll
games where,
try to pick games where like I kind of don't understand why it went wrong, but it did, or something like that.
yes, exactly,
Mhm.
yeah. So like if you're playing a game where you think you're doing well, but then all of a sudden everything falls apart positionally. No, I'm not promising I'll be able to help you fully with all the positional nuances of chess because I'm also not like I'm not like a master. But if you send me the PGNs, I can speak with my friend who is a master about it and maybe have some advice through him about the game specifically.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I appreciate it, and I like how humble you are. Not many people who are as good as you would be as humble as you are. So
I'm
cool.
really not that good. When you hit
plus
2K,
2,000.
when you hit 2K, you'll understand.
Oh, I like how you said when. I
yeah,
like
no,
that.
It's a definite when.
Yes. Hopefully by the time I'm 30, we have a couple of years. That's the goal for 2K. 15K first. We can't get ahead of ourselves.
15K? Holy.
Or 1,500. 15K. I'll be the greatest 5 times Magnus.
Oh, absolutely, mate. All goals are reasonable, I guess.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate it. I'm
Absolutely.
signing off here. This was great tonight. Yeah, let's do it again soon. We'll be chatting. Well, next time we do it, we'll do it earlier for you. Maybe weekends will be better, but yeah, we'll do something in the future soon.
Weekends is fine. I mean, to be fair, I run most of my chess clubs on the weekends and the mornings, so I'll be free later, which it will be later. I assume your time zone, early in your time zone, is still going to be late for me. So, like 10 o'clock-ish, you know what I mean? 11 o'clock, around about. It's not going to be early in the day for me, at least.
Oh my gosh, BJ's been here the whole time. What's up, BJ? All right, well, this is good. I love that. It feels more real to me now. I'm making an effort. This is legit. I love it. This is great.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll do some puzzle rush as well, because I want to see how far you can get tactically.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to be really bad at that, so it'll be good. We'll improve. We'll improve there. Because I've never done those really, so.
Oh, you've never done puzzles?
No. All I've done is played rapid chess.
Well, I'm going to set you homework.
Okay.
Really quickly then. I want you to just do one puzzle rush every day.
Okay.
And see how far you can get. Do the survival. So do the one that's infinite time. And just see how far you can get. And then when we do them together, I can maybe explain. I can explain flaws in reasoning when you're doing puzzles. But absolutely, there's no way of getting. You'll never get to 15. Well, you might 1500. You might, but you will never get past 1500 if you don't do puzzles. And I feel
so.
Like,
where's the survival puzzle in chess.com?
So if you go to puzzles, and then it should be puzzle rush, and then on puzzle rush it'd be survival.
I see daily puzzle, puzzle rush, and puzzle battle or custom.
So puzzle rush.
Okay. All right. I'll do that every day.
Yeah, you get one for free every day. So.
Okay. I might have to commit. I might have to become premium.
Oh no,
whatever it is.
I don't recommend paying for premium. I have paid for premium, but I don't recommend it. Just go on. I don't know if I can recommend this on your stream. I don't. But I will recommend it. Just go on Lichess, man.
Don't worry, I'm not chess.com partnered yet, so.
Okay.
I'm a long ways away.
If you want stuff, just go on Lichess. You get it all for free. All the stuff you pay for, I pay for it. I do pay for it, but all the stuff you pay for on chess.com, you can have for free on Lichess. So what's the point?
Now I know why I've heard so many bad things about Lichess. It's propaganda. It's chess.com propaganda.
No, Lee Chess
'Cause
is
I
a
hear-
terrible site. I hate
Okay.
this site. But use it for puzzles, use it for game reviews, like all that sort of stuff. But
Mhm,
don't play on Lee Chess. It's terrible.
mhm.
It's terrible.
Why do you say that? What makes it so bad? I'm curious.
So, as an example, my friend who's 1300 on chess.com is 2000 on Lee Chess.
Oh, so they have like bots or something boosting your ego?
No, it's just like inflated. So
Uh,
I'm 2300 on Lee Chess.
I'll be 1500.
No,
This challenge will become quicker.
you'd probably be 1800. Judging by the way you play, you'd probably be 1800.
All right.
But yeah, no worries. I'll let you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
This was good.
nice speaking to you. Good to see you chat.
You too. I don't know. What do you want to say your actual name? I don't know what to call you, or do you want to stay anonymous?
Preferably not. No,
Big man tinging.
you can just call me Chess Guy.
Okay, chess guy.
If
Chess Guy.
anybody, I mean, you
Hey,
could,
that has a nice ring to it.
yeah. Chess Guy's fine. Chess Guy's reasonable. I don't know about dropping my real name to people I don't know on the internet yet.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
I'm
So
not
we got class with chess guy tonight, and a few people stuck around for the whole thing. So that's what's cool about doing it on the stream is, well, first of all, it'll live forever. So if we keep doing this, like people can kind of watch through them, but also people get to watch and learn as well. So maybe you're not doing God's work, but you're doing the chess God's work, chess guy. So I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, I will give my Discord to give a link in the chat or whatever you do for coaching, but other than through the stream, I probably would have to charge for coaching,
Mm-hmm.
so it wouldn't be free.
Yeah.
Just to put that out there,
Mm-hmm.
because the amount of work for specific people actually making lesson plans and stuff, I'm gonna have to, like, for just getting on and giving you a few concepts and explaining a few different things is easy. I can do that just on a whim. But actually making lesson plans for people specifically for themselves, that's gonna take like a few hours out of my day to
Mhm.
actually make the lesson plan, and then obviously the lesson itself. So I can't do that for free.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Yeah. So
But good disclaimer.
I'll put that in the I'll give you that to link later, in case anybody actually is interested in it.
Yeah, and in the future, well, I'll have it, I guess, going forward. I could have had it in there the whole time, but going forward, if we're going to be doing it, I'll throw it up in the description. But yeah, so look for that, guys. We're gonna get the. Well, next time you're not coaching and you're just in a stream, because I feel like when you're not coaching and I'm just playing, the stream pops more, so more people will see it. So we'll share it when there's a lot of people in here, hopefully next time, or whenever you're in here next time.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Not a problem.
GG's though, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely not a problem at all. I'll speak to you next time. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, chess guy.
All right.
Until next time.
See you later. Bye.
See you later, man. All right. Bye, chat. Signing off tonight. Good stream. We will catch you guys back here tomorrow night. The road to 1500 continues. See you guys later. Have a great night, everybody.